Oh, guys, it's your Chook Man here once again. Just quickly, I'm going to talk about the digital world and the cashless world. I've got to watch what I say about all this because you can get in trouble. I can be shut down off Facebook, YouTube, through saying stuff that I believe in. And I think they're quite in their rights to do that. They own Facebook and they own the rights for this and they own the rights for that. So I've got to be politically not correct in saying some stuff. You know, there's a lot of stuff in life that we don't agree with. Sometimes we're better off to just zip and shut up because it doesn't matter what we want as humans or what our rights are. It's never politically correct. It doesn't matter what you want. There's always someone out there that shoots you down and tells you you're in the wrong. A bit like when COVID come to town. What a mess that was. And let's hope we never ever go through that again. Now, talking about the digital world and the cashless world, I don't know enough about it, so you're better off to get online and see what China did, because now China is fully non-cashless. It's cashless world, and it's a digital world. Look it up and do your research on all of it, and that's what Australia could turn into very shortly if the government gets their way. It doesn't matter whether we agree with it or disagree with it, they're going to do it anyway. A lot of people have been telling me that's fine, but you can't take our rights away from us. We have got a voice, and we need to voice our out there. I don't think protesting's going to work. People say, oh, I'm going to protest, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Well, protesting doesn't work. Look at all the protesting that's been in the city. Not only protesting, you're wrecking it for the other people. Like all those people in the city that have got their businesses, they went down to Gurgler because of all the protesting, right? Protesting doesn't work. It's known. It's a known fact. There's got to be an easier way to deal with our problems, but protesting is not on. You know, all those people that were in the city when they were having their protesting, all they wanted to do is run their business and make a bit of money for themselves to feed their family. So protesting doesn't work. That's my view, and I'm sticking to it. There must be a way of getting our voice out there to say to this government what our rights are. And to make it cashless world and a digital world, that's not right. We didn't all agree for this. You know, it's like you might have got some signatures, but you didn't get the whole wide world signature to go and do what you want to do. It's a bit like this. If you walked into a farmer's, here's an example here. They've walked into a farmer's farm and told him what he can and can't do on his own farm. They wanted to come in and put those big whirlwind things in, and the farmer's going, no, I don't want that on my land. Go and put that somewhere else. Now, the farmer wasn't rude. He was polite. He said, no, listen, do all that. That's fine, but don't do it on my land. That's why he pays rates, because he bought the land and he pays his rates for his rights. To walk into a farmer's farm and tell them what they're going to do to his land, that's wrong, and it's going to cause trouble. That's why the farmer said politely back to the government people, listen, stick your wind farms somewhere else, but you're not sticking them on my land. Please leave my land, and he's locking the gates. So he locked his gates. So the government come back and said, if you don't open your gates and you don't let us do what we want to do, we're going to fine you. It's not politically correct, but what are our rights? You know, we work hard all our life, we buy a block of land thinking that it's ours because we've paid money for it, and then later down the track the government turns around and says, oh, excuse me, here's a book on rules and regulations, what you can and can't do on your land that you pay taxes for. What's this book about? Oh, your rights, what your rights are. So you read the book and we've got no rights. Well, hang on a minute. We have 1, we bought the land. 2, we pay rates. And 3, we own it, don't we? Anyway, let's hope it doesn't turn into a shit fight, as they say. Cashless world and a digital world. Well, the digital part, that's okay. That's fine. But cashless? That's not fine. A digital world is where your face becomes on cameras and your face goes back to the... it's a bit like when all the cars go on the road. They've been photographed and it all goes back to a computer and it says, oh, Joe Blow went on such a road. That's fine. If you've got nothing to hide, a digital world won't affect you, but cashless will. With cash, it makes you happy. No cash, not happy. Pretty simple. Anyway, guys, don't shoot the messenger. All I can say is, if you don't understand it, don't panic, don't get angry, don't get frustrated. Go and talk to someone so they can explain to you what cashless and digital world means before you panic. Because panicking and getting angry is not solving anything. It's just making the situation worse. All right, guys, as I always say, look after your mental health and try to have a nice day. It's getting hard, I know.